It looks elegant, it looks luxurious, but don't be fooled. The Audi RS7 is a four-door monster that can outrun supercars while carrying your family in total comfort. It's a perfect mix of beauty and brutality. A car that doesn't scream for attention, but destroys everything in its way. To understand how the RS7 was born, we first need to talk about the Audi A7. Back in 2010, Audi took a bold step. They wanted a car that wasn't just another sedan, but something different. Something that combined the practicality of a luxury four-door with the elegance of a coupe. And that's how the Audi A7 was introduced. The idea wasn't entirely new. Mercedes had already shocked the market years earlier with the CLS, a stylish four-door coupe that redefined what a luxury car could look like. Audi's answer was the A7. A fastback with a sweeping roofline, a wide stance, and an unmistakably premium presence. It wasn't just about speed or performance, it was about design, lifestyle, and identity. Inside, the A7 was a masterpiece of technology and comfort. It had the latest Audi innovations, advanced infotainment, and that classic quattro all-wheel drive DNA. It was aimed at those who wanted something more exclusive than the A6, but less extreme than the A8 limousine. In other words, a car for people who didn't just want to drive, but wanted to make a statement. But of course, Audi couldn't resist giving this sleek luxury machine a darker, more aggressive side. And just 2 years later, the A7 would evolve into something much more dangerous, the RS7. In 2013, Audi pulled the covers off the very first RS7, and it was nothing short of a shock. This wasn't just a stylish fastback anymore. This was a predator in disguise. Sleek, elegant, and deadly fast. Under the hood sat a 4-liter twin-turbocharged V8, delivering 560 horsepower and 700 Newton-meters of torque. Numbers that instantly put it in supercar territory. Despite weighing almost 2 tons, the RS7 could launch from 0 to 100 kilometers per hour in just 3.9 seconds. That was faster than many purebred sports cars of its time. And Audi wasn't aiming small. The RS7 was built to take on giants like the Mercedes CLS 63 AMG and the BMW M6 Gran Coupe. But while those cars had the drama of rear-wheel drive, the Audi had something different: quattro all-wheel drive. That meant brutal traction, all-weather usability, and devastating launches off the line. Inside, the RS7 struck a perfect balance between luxury and aggression. High-end materials, cutting-edge tech, and subtle RS details reminded you that this wasn't just an A7 with more power, it was a different beast altogether. The first RS7 was Audi's message to the world. We can build a car that's practical, elegant, and terrifyingly fast. And just 2 years later, they would turn the dial even further. Just 2 years after the original RS7 shocked the world, Audi decided to push the limits even further. In 2015, the RS7 Performance was born, a car that took everything impressive about the original and amplified it to a whole new level. Sleek, luxurious, practical, and now even more brutally fast. The standard RS7 C7 came with a 4-liter twin-turbo V8, producing 560 horsepower and 700 Newton-meters of torque. That allowed the car to sprint from 0 to 100 kilometers per hour in just 3.9 seconds faster than many sports cars at the time. The RS7 Performance took it even further, delivering 605 horsepower and 750 Newton-meters of torque. But the difference wasn't just in the numbers. Suspension, brakes, anti-roll bars, and chassis tuning were upgraded to make the car sharper, more responsive, and more aggressive on every corner. Compared to competitors like the Mercedes CLS 63 AMG or BMW M6 Gran Coupe, the RS7 stood out with its unique balance. Brutal performance wrapped in an understated, elegant fastback design. The RS7 Performance proved that Audi could take a fastback and turn it into a weapon, one that's practical enough for daily driving, yet terrifyingly fast when you push it to the limit. Elegance, comfort, and technology were still there, but now paired with heart-pounding, supercar-level power. It was a statement. The RS7 wasn't just about being fast, it was about being dominant. Put it all together, and the RS7 Performance wasn't just faster, it was sharper, more precise, and more thrilling. A four-door Grand Tourer capable of leaving many supercars in its rearview mirror. Elegance, luxury, and everyday usability combined with raw supercar-level performance. And while the RS7 Performance set new benchmarks for speed and handling, Audi wasn't done yet. The next generation, launched in 2019, would push these boundaries even further wider, more aggressive, and even more extreme. It's a new chapter in Audi's story. In 2019, Audi unveiled the second-generation RS7, and it immediately made a statement. Wider, more aggressive, and more technologically advanced than ever, this RS7 was not just a refresh, it was an evolution of the concept itself. The Predator had grown sharper teeth. The design was bolder, wider wheel arches, more sculpted lines, and an aggressive front fascia gave the RS7 a presence that demanded attention. Every angle hinted at power and precision, and the wide, low stance made it look ready to launch even while standing still. Under the hood, the RS7 retained its 4-liter twin-turbo V8, now paired with mild hybrid technology. It delivered 600 horsepower and 800 Newton-meters of torque. The car could sprint from 0 to 100 kilometers per hour in just 3.6 seconds faster than the previous generation and still surprisingly usable for everyday driving. Compared to the C7, the C8 felt sharper, more precise, and more planted thanks to a revised suspension, updated quattro all-wheel drive, and a lighter chassis. But it wasn't just about handling. The car's dynamics were completely reimagined. Adaptive air suspension and new drive modes allowed the RS7 C8 to transform from a comfortable, refined cruiser into a razor-sharp sports machine in seconds. Every corner, every acceleration, every braking maneuver felt connected, intentional, and exhilarating. The performance DNA was built in from the start. It wasn't just a more powerful version. It was a new chapter in the RS7 story. And with improved aerodynamics, wider track, and recalibrated steering, the Cape not only outperformed its predecessor, it set new benchmarks for what a four-door super luxury sedan could achieve on both the track and the road. Inside, Audi blended luxury and sport like never before. Digital cockpit, RS-specific displays, carbon fiber accents, and aggressive sports seats made every drive feel purposeful. It was a cabin built for comfort, but also for adrenaline. The second-generation RS7 proved that Audi could take everything that made the first generation great and elevate it. More power, more precision, more presence, all while keeping the practicality and comfort of a luxury fastback. It was elegance, brutality, and technology rolled into one unstoppable package. And of course, Audi didn't stop there. Soon after, the performance variant would push the limits even further. More horsepower, more torque, and even more raw capability. In 2022, Audi pushed the RS7 even further with the performance variant. This was no simple upgrade. It was a statement of what a modern four-door super luxury sedan could achieve. The 4-liter twin-turbo V8 returned, now delivering a staggering 650 horsepower and 850 Newton-meters of torque. Combined with the updated quattro all-wheel drive, adaptive air suspension, and upgraded brakes, the RS7 Performance could hit 100 kilometers per hour in just 3.5 seconds, a full 0.1 second faster than the standard 8, but with a driving feel that was sharper, more planted, and incredibly precise. Performance tweaks weren't just about straight-line speed. Wider wheels, sportier suspension calibration, recalibrated steering, and enhanced torque distribution allowed this RS7 to attack corners with confidence. Every acceleration, lane change, and bend in the road felt connected, purposeful, and thrilling, a true evolution of Audi's performance DNA. The 2022 RS7 Performance proved that Audi could take a car already at the top of its game and make it even more extreme. More power, sharper handling, more presence, all while keeping the practicality, comfort, and technology of a luxury four-door. It's the ultimate expression of what a high-performance fastback can be. With the performance model, the RS7 C8 not only raised the bar for Audi, but for the entire segment. It's more than a car. It's a statement of power, precision, and automotive artistry. In the world of high-performance luxury fastbacks, the RS7 doesn't stand alone. Its main rivals include the Mercedes CLS 63 AMG, the BMW Mate Gran Coupe, and the Porsche Panamera Turbo. Each of these cars brings its own personality, strengths, and fan base. But the RS7 consistently carves its own unique identity. First up, the Mercedes CLS 63 AMG. It delivers 612 horsepower and 850 Nm of torque, accelerating from 0 to 100 km h in 3.6 seconds. The RS7 Performance, by comparison, has 650 horsepower, 850 Nm, and hits 100 km h in just 3.5 seconds. That extra 38 horsepower may seem small on paper, but combined with Quattro all-wheel drive and adaptive suspension, the RS7 feels sharper, more responsive, and more planted through every corner. The BMW Mate Gran Coupe offers 625 horsepower, 750 Nm of torque, and reaches 100 km h in 3.3 seconds. It's slightly quicker in a straight line, but with less torque and rear-wheel drive dynamics, it's not as controllable in all conditions as the RS7. The Porsche Panamera Turbo produces 630 horsepower, 820 Nm of torque, and hits 0-100 km h in 3.4 seconds. While it excels in driving finesse, the RS7 has higher torque and slightly more horsepower, giving it a bolder straight-line punch and a more aggressive character. Across these rivals, the RS7 either matches or surpasses them in key metrics, while combining all-wheel drive traction, adaptive suspension, and a balanced everyday drivable performance. It's not just about the numbers, it's about the complete driving experience. What makes the RS7 truly special isn't just raw power or speed. It's the combination of performance, luxury, and design, a balance few cars in the world can achieve. From the first C7 to the latest C8 Performance, the RS7 has always been a car that commands attention while delivering an unmatched driving experience. Every generation of RS7 has its signature touches: aggressive wide-body stance, muscular lines, distinctive LED lights, and a design language that is both elegant and menacing. The RS7 manages to look equally at home in a city street or a high-speed autobahn run. Inside, it's a cabin where luxury meets performance. Premium materials, cutting-edge technology, and RS-specific details make every journey memorable. But it's not just about comfort. It's about creating a connection between driver and machine that few other cars can replicate. The RS7 isn't just a car, it's a statement, a symbol of Audi's engineering prowess and design philosophy. It has earned a cult following worldwide, inspiring enthusiasts, collectors, and everyday drivers alike. Owning or even seeing an RS7 is an experience, and it stands as a benchmark for what a high-performance luxury fastback should be. From technical innovation to aesthetic brilliance, the RS7 has proven itself over generations. In short, the Audi RS7 is more than just a high-performance sedan. It's a statement, a legacy, and an icon of modern automotive engineering. Every generation tells a story of evolution, innovation, and unrelenting ambition. And that's why the RS7 remains one of the most revered performance cars in the world.